What's going on, everybody? I'm your host, the Carolina Collector. Before I begin, I want to say thank you so much to each and every single one of you for helping to make this channel possible. If you like what you see and you enjoy the content, and if you haven't done so already, I'd appreciate it if you would subscribe to the channel, smash that like button, comment in the comment section below, and hit the bell to receive notifications. Also, I have an eBay store called the Carolina Collector 001. The link is in the description box of each and every single video and short that I upload here on YouTube. Thank you so much to everyone who has done so already. And to my eBay customers, I want to apologize. I wanted to list more cards. But if you watched my previous video about what happened with my bank account, that really got me stressed out yesterday. And again, there was some activity that involved that subject. I'll probably make a separate video about that tomorrow. I really don't feel like talking about it today. I wasn't feeling good. I felt nauseated. And I was laying in bed with a headache. And, I've been napping on and off, so forgive me if I seem like a little withdrawn. I'm just stressed and tired and a little worn down, but there was a little bit of a light at the end of the tunnel. My neighbors put together this for me, and I thought that was cool. They've dubbed me the Card Man here, which is cool, and I was not expecting that, so I just wanted to show that to all of you. I thought that was really, really cool. The Card Man. I like that. So that's going to be up here on my work desk. So to my friends and my neighbors that are here where I live, thank you very much for that. I thought that was really, really sweet. Plus, one of them gave me a $20 bill to go buy my, you know what I mean, my usual stuff, which of course I share with everybody. But like I said today, I just wasn't up for doing anything. I pretty much stood home. Again, I was feeling sick, and I think it's because of having to go through what I went through on my bank account. And again, there was some activity that went on today. With that, I'll talk about that in another video maybe. The outcome should be okay, but it's just having all of that happen all at once as if everything else wasn't affecting me. It's enough. But anyway, the reason why I'm kind of bouncing around here from topic to topic, I did want to talk about my issue with the bank, or with my bank account specifically, having that money taken out of my account, is that I was going through my emails and I saw a pre-order for Missing Link Ultra Magnus. Now, if you're a Transformers fan like myself, up on my shelves there, to date, I have 4 of them. I have the CO1 Optimus Prime, which is what they call the Toy Accurate Prime, with the trailer and roller and all that stuff. Then I have CO2, Missing Link CO2 Convoy or Optimus Prime, which is the anime accurate or animation accurate version of that, where he's got more blue details, the blue eyes, doesn't have the detals on his arms and all that. Still a nice piece. And I have Missing Link Bumblebee and Cliffjumper. I do have Sunstreaker on order, which should be processing any day now. I saw that email as well. I also ordered for Missing Link RC, the anime color-corrected one, because there are 2 versions of that they're releasing. And then I saw an email that shocked me because I've never seen anything like this before. As you know, in the Transformers collecting sphere, talk has gone around about there being a Missing Link Ultra Magnus, and now certain photos have been released of this what used to be essentially a cutting board or surfboard or a tennis racket. It was just one stiff boy. He was a brick. And I used to have Ultra Magnus as a kid. And he really had no movement at all. The only thing he had was his up and down with his arms, and that was really it. He was kind of like one of those balloons you see in front of a car dealership that are always flapping around, whatever, when they blow a fan up inside of it. And that's kind of what Ultra Magnus was like, in my opinion. Just a moving thing like this. And when I opened up the email and it took me to Big Bad Toy Store's link, I don't know if any of the other toy shops or distributors are going to be offering Ultra Magnus for the same price, but $224 is the asking price for this thing. CO1 Optimus Prime didn't even cost that much. I think at retail, CO1 Optimus Prime cost $119. And of course, this is coming from Japan now. I wish Takara Tomy had a plant where they manufactured these things right here in the States. $119 is a big ask for an action figure that has been reproed over and over and over and over and over again. I mean, I got a couple different versions of him up there. Walmart released a cartoon correct version of him, which I reviewed here on the channel. You know, I have the, what do you call him? New Year Convoy from 2002. Still a nice piece. And then, of course, I've got the two missing links. But to ask $224 for Ultra Magnus, I mean, I'm sure a lot of engineering went into this thing, but that's a lot of money for a Transformers toy. You know, especially since we have, I mean, there are more photos out now, but the information's still a little sketchy. I mean, I've only done some limited homework on this, so you can correct me in the comments section below, but they did show him doing a bit of a pose here and there, and he's got a whole bunch of accessories, and I think he's got a Diaclone driver with him as well. But when I looked at the pre-order, obviously I'm not going to pre-order this thing because the $224 is just way too much. There was a little disclaimer that I've never seen before, especially with Big Bad Toy Store. I've never, at least in my experience, have I ever been asked to leave like a down payment, for any kind of order. Even with my Studio 86 Tankatron, I didn't have to leave a pre-order down payment for him, or my Studio Series Optimus Prime that I got there. They're asking $22 and change as a down payment for this thing. And there's a disclaimer on the Big Bad Toy Store website that that's due to the tariffs and everything like that. So I'm not quite sure if that's going to fly with Transformers fans, because I will not pay $224 for something that I haven't even seen a review for yet. I mean, the photos, I mean, you see him doing a little bit of a semi-Van Damme. I'm going to use Megatron here. I know I call him Tankatron. I'm finally starting to accept him, all right? But he's kind of like doing a little spread eagle in a pose, and they were trying to imitate the pose that Ultra Magnus had on his original G1 box. So clearly there's going to be a lot of articulation with this big boy. But $224 and then asking for money up front, that's a bit of an ask, isn't it, for a toy? Especially, you know, a missing link that we've only seen limited photos of. I mean, I don't think so. I'm not going to just throw $224 into the hands of somebody, and then it's not expected to be released until May. And of course, you know, all the talking heads on YouTube will get theirs before anybody else does, because that's how it is, Prime versus Prime, and you know, guys like that, they'll get it first before anybody else does. They always do. You know, I'm not bashing them, but you know who they are already. They'll probably get theirs first. So, but yeah, $224. I mean, Jesus. The two missing link Optimus Primes didn't even cost that much, and that's combined together. And this is a symptom. And you know what's a shame is that I voted for Trump. And, you know, there's about 85 to 90% of the things that I like that he does. You know, for what I voted for, he's doing a great job. But it's that 10% that really just makes me scratch my head. Is he kind of like, you know, falling off the rails here a little bit? I mean, that's a big ask for an import toy. I mean, unless you're willing to pay that, I certainly am not. I'm going to wait and see if that price comes down. Again, I haven't checked Entertainment Earth or any of the usual suspects out there, but $224 plus you have to pay $22 down to just get your pre-order and to get your foot in the door. I don't think so. You know, I mean, I love me some Orange Man. I mean, you know, he's doing a great job. It's certain things that he's been doing, you know, leaves a lot to be desired. I mean, I get the whole reason why he's trying to push this thing with these tariffs to bring jobs here into this country and for us to be, you know, financially independent. But it's shocking to see how these tariffs are really affecting us, you know, and of course, you know, when it comes to our exporting, that's going to be affected in that way too. So I just don't get the whole thing. I understand why those tariffs are supposed to be implemented. Apparently, right now, I think a federal judge put a stop to it temporarily. And now the Trump administration apparently has appealed that decision. I know certain tariffs under a certain dollar amount are exempt from this. Whether or not that's going to change, I don't know. I'm not an expert that way in any of this stuff. I'm not even going to pretend to even try. But that's a big ask for something that we have limited information on. I know it's coming from Japan. It's coming from the other side of the planet, from the land of the rising sun. But geez, I mean, that's massive. That's a massive dollar amount for a toy. I'm quite sure they had to really rip that toy apart and re-engineer it to get it to move and, have ball joints and, wrist movement. Apparently the hands are supposed to open by the photos that we've seen, unlike the static insert fist that he used to have. So I don't know if he's going to be parts forming or not. I think there's some partial parts forming going on as well. So there's just a lot of unknowns at this point. Would you be willing to pay $224 and then have to pay money just to hold your spot? I haven't ever done that as far as I know. With Fanatics, when I would buy hobby boxes or jumbo boxes, I never had to pay money up front. But any of my collectibles up to date so far, to my knowledge, I can't recall any time I've had to put money up front for a collectible. So this leaves a sour taste in my mouth, and it should leave a sour taste in your mouths. Again, I get why President Trump is doing what he's doing, but, it can go a little too far with some of the things that he's doing. And this is an example of that, because now that's going to affect anybody that wants to collect Transformers. Hey, if you got the money, have at it, man, but I'm going to sit back and wait. And I may actually miss out on this one because I'm not going to pay twice what Missing Link Optimus Prime was. He was only, I think, and correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, I think it was $119 plus shipping and taxes and all that, depending on where you are. But $224 and having to pay money up front, sorry, I'll pass. So just keep an eye out for that sort of thing, because as far as my Missing Link Sunstreaker is concerned, that price was locked in. Big Bad Toy Store and all the other companies locked that price in at that time. That's not the case with this guy, though. Be prepared to shell out triple digits for something that we barely know anything about. $224. That's a lot of money, folks. So anyway, just keep your eye out on this one. I hope this changes. I would like to think it would change, but I'm not going to order this thing, especially if you have to put money up front. No way. $224. My God, man, that's a lot of money. That's like my electric bill 3 times. That's sick. That's why I stopped buying wax. If you're a sports card collector this year, after Flagship was released this year, I stopped. And these prices are getting out of control. And that's across the board with just about everything. So bear with me here, ladies and gentlemen. I can't wait to end this video, which is about to right now, because I'm very tired. I feel worn out, folks. I'm going to go edit this video, upload it, and now I'm putting my face in a pillow and I'm done for the day. So thank you very much, everybody. I really appreciate your support. Again, like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell to receive notifications. Check out my eBay store. The Carolina Collector 001. Again, forgive me for not uploading any more cards. I still got piles of cards I yet to upload, and I just wasn't up for it today. With all the stress I've been going through behind the camera, I'm kind of like, I need time. I got to take care of me first before I even think about doing anything else. So, but thank you for supporting my eBay store. I did get an order. I think it's for 2023 Topps Chrome Lids Mitchell and Ness Manny Machado. I'll process that sometime over the weekend. I got time for that. And when I do, I'll, talk about it in an upcoming video. But anyway, thank you so much, everyone. Take care. God bless. Stay safe. I'm your host, the Carolina Collector, and I will see you all very soon.